Okay. I guess I need to practice what I preach, right? So, if you haven't heard, really, I haven't told my story much. But I was medically retired in July of 2021. So I deployed in 2019 to Afghanistan. Mentally, I broke. There's, I felt a lot of guilt because we lost some wonderful operators, and I felt guilty being just a 7 year first lieutenant. As in, I had only been in for 7 years, and these guys are done million, hundred. I don't know how many deployments they had done, but they had done so much, and they were lost, and I was still here, and so I felt guilty. And then we had a mission where, for some reason, bureaucratic BS delayed in us launching because I was a medevac pilot. I had I had the blessing, the opportunity to be a medevac pilot. And so we were delayed in our launch because there was some requirements that they were asking for, which was stupid. And one of the patients died in transport back to Bagram. And I felt guilty because my medic had busted his ass so hard. And when we passed him off for his transport back, that's when the patient died. So yeah, I broke. Then after I got back, I developed seizures. See, at first they said it was psychosomatic pseudo seizures. Thankfully, it's been actually confirmed diagnosis of non-epileptic seizures. And that's when kind of like my life unraveled. I was put on, God, I don't know. I literally had a box of medications at one point. I was a zombie. Spent more time spending money on video games than I did trying to find a job. I drank a lot in secret. My wife couldn't trust me, which I was not in a position to be trusted. Let's be honest here. So she did the only thing that made sense. She took our kids and she moved them someplace safe. She came back to her hometown. And then what started was an awful 3 years. Because I had isolated myself, because that's what PTSD does. It isolates you to the point that you feel like there's no one who actually cares enough to see you, or that anyone would benefit from seeing you. But I decided I was going to quit all my meds cold turkey. Just stop taking all of them. That sucked. It was an awful detox. And then I found my love for the gym again. And then I realized that my purpose was to help people. So I started, by doing TikToks, hoping that somebody would just see it. If somebody saw me being vulnerable, then they'd be willing to look for help too. Then I got this crazy idea to, create my own nonprofit. And so I did that. And I had this wonderful friend. He believed in me so much, even though we hadn't met face to face. He fronted me to help create the nonprofit. So that sorry, the video messed up. But and then when the world lost a wonderful man we all had, and I realized I was standing by idly too much. So I started working on the app. That's where this comes in. God, I feel disgusting saying this. It just feels scummy to me, but I created a GoFundMe. And essentially what that's going to go towards is helping me find somebody who is a little bit more tech savvy when it comes to creating this app. Along with that, helping me get a broader voice to, share the bill that I had started talking about. and sort of just start building up my nonprofit more. I hate asking for this with a passion, but I've been preaching about if you need help, asking for help's not a weakness. And honestly, any little thing helps. I will find a way on my own. I'm not expecting nor demanding anything. Anything you give would be amazing. But I feel like I'm really close and I just need this little help. So, if you do decide I don't have the words to thank you, and I promise you that is how we're going to help veterans and their families. And this is how we're going to help at least ease some sort of suffering for the families who've already lost. Thank you.